Right then, I've just decanted my first of my two horseradish vodka experiments, so I thought I'd do a video showing my first reaction to it. I have two jars currently, one which contains chopped horseradish and crushed spices, along with a little bit of honey, and another one which contained pretty much whole everything apart from the horseradish root being chopped in half because it was a monster the size of my arm. So the first one is mature for about 36 hours, and I'm intending on leaving the other one for about 3 months, as it says on the recipe, which I got from Bob of Bob Rickard restaurant down near Carnaby Street. It's come out a slightly yellowy colour and is slightly cloudy. It looks a little bit cloudier than it is in the video, but it's definitely slightly cloudy. I suppose it's from the honey. I had a new little squeezy thing of honey, and I may have got a little bit frisky with the squeezing. Maybe put about 2/3 of a teaspoon in there, maybe a couple of teaspoons. Anyway, on the nose to start with, it's very, very mustardy, very, very punch in the face, sort of horseradishy, sort of pungent smell. But lots of the vegetableness of horseradish in there as well. It's quite powerful. I described it yesterday as having a sniff out the jar and only having one functioning lung. Yeah, that's close. Anyway, little sip. It's quite interesting. The burn is very much like wasabi sort of burn. It just goes straight up the back of the sinuses and straight out the front of the nose again. It's not quite as intense as I was expecting, actually. That was just a little sip. I think I probably could have left it in for a little bit longer. But this is quite enough, I think. The flavour itself, along with that sort of vegetal horseradishy flavour, you get to the back of that, so almost like carrot and that sort of side of the rooty vegetable sort ofness of horseradish, as well as some of the sweetness from the honey and a little bit of the spices. There's some allspice, clove and cinnamon in there, although I expect that the other one, which currently is very much tasted those spices because I put those in uncrushed along with the unchopped horseradish. I suspect that will have much more of those sort of flavours in. This one is, as I said, 36 hours old. Consequently, may not have picked up much of the more delicate flavour, and any of it that it has picked up may have been swamped by the horseradish. Just in the mouth, it is actually quite sweet. The vodka flavour itself, I used Aristoff vodka, which I don't really know very well, but it's not too much flavour to it, outside of some sort of less favourable flavours, maybe a little bit of sweetness. But this really has become very sweet, good punch in the middle of the chest just from the horseradishy flavour rather than the vodka-y booziness, and a lot of that alcoholic flavour has been taken off it. It's quite pleasant, although not something I want to drink too much of, but foolishness time. Wow, that really does give you a kick. Really mustardy, although, as before, pretty much gone now. Eyes watered, bit of a sort of burn, but lots of the flavour of the horseradish itself, rather than just the burn. And at the end, you really get the sort of the crunchiness of the root and that kind of things in there. Sort of really good fresh flavours, which is a strange thing to say so much, which has made me cough a bit. I've been reading a bit about horseradish vodka, and it seems that people are recommending having a shot of it at the beginning of the day to keep your heart going, and yeah, that's sort of definitely what's happened to me, and I suspect I was maybe going to bed, but I may have to stay up for a little bit longer because I'm feeling slightly hyperactive now. Anyway, good night.